God bless you once again. We had the privilege of being here and an opportunity to try to deal with some things we need to deal with as a people. Because we keep falling into the trap that they lay out there for our children. They keep falling into these traps, man. So we need to examine the history of this and see why our young men are being chosen and pointed out in this manner. It starts out with the law enforcement agencies of this country. And the chief law enforcement agent was J. Edgar Hoover. He was looking for a messiah amongst our people here in America. And he said, we must stop this messiah. And he's talking about either the law enforcement agency or either white people or whatever you want to say. We must stop this man from rising because he can bring us all together. This situation is so serious, man. We're not here to try to be famous or try to be popular. We're here to try to keep ourselves from falling in that trap that they got out there for us and understanding what trap it is and why. And we have to start studying the history of the Black Panther Party. When I go do lectures at universities sometime, you look at young black men and women and you say, well, what do I need to say? And you see a deficiency, you see something missing from them, and that's the knowledge of self. So you try to say something that will feed that, make a hunger for them to know something more about themselves, because if you don't understand who you are in relationship to what you're trying to do, that's what the problem is. And so the definition of insanity is doing something the same way all the time and expecting different results. And so we find ourselves in America. We have had Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Huey Newton, H. Rap Brown, and Stokely Carmichael, Malcolm X, all type of brothers, Minister Farrakhan. But we still worse off than we ever have been. That's because we don't understand who we are in relationship to what's being done. And our children are targets to be destroyed because of prophecy. Now see, this is not my opinion, this is about J. Edgar Hoover saying that it's a messiah. He didn't say a black leader or chief, other things he used to do to describe our leadership. President, he said a black messiah. That means each and every one of our children are potential messiahs. That's why you're the target. So I'm here to try to stop this, and try to teach us. Okay, we talking about Abraham seed because that's who we are. In order for us to understand how to get out of the situation that we're in, we're going to have to understand who we are in relationship to what's going on and why things are happening to us in this manner, and who we are and what they're trying to prevent and stop. The young black man and woman in America is the most precious of all jewels. They're trying to destroy that. And they've always been trying to find somebody who would rise up and put it all together. And the reason why is because of what Abraham did. Abraham was obedient, and that's who we are, obedient to God. And so we are his seed. When you see people obedient and forgiving and all the attributes of God, after 400 years of slavery, we still forgive our enemy and all that, everything. That's us. We love our enemy, we love everybody. Well, this is prophecy. And it would take 400 years, like we said. The first slaves were brought in the year 1555, the Library of Congress. And 400 years from that was 1955. And like I talked about last week, we see a spirit coming to people that didn't have it before. All of a sudden, it wasn't individuals, it was a whole black nation that was rising up and saying, we shall overcome. And no matter what they did to us, it couldn't stop us this time because it was a spirit. That spirit is because of this prophecy and this timetable that I'm talking about. We on the timetable of God. We at the right place in the right time. The last thing we was taught was the theology of time and what it means. And if you're at the right place at the right time, right things happen.
That's right.
And so the reason why the wrong things are happening to us is because we're at the wrong place at the right time. Right up in here. Self-hatred. And understanding who we are in relationship to this timetable will save us. So we're going to try to explain it in these next few weeks. Thank you for your patience. I hope God bless you with the light of understanding on this. Abraham's seed in the hells of North America. They say you'll be lost in a strange land for 400 years by an evil taskmaster. We talked about last week when the black woman had a child, they sold that child from her. That's chattel slavery. That's the worst slavery. That's the worst torture in the world for a woman to have a baby for 9 months and then somebody come and take it and sell it like an animal. That's the way we were treated. That's why we act like animals now. Throw paper on the street, hate each other, fight each other, kill each other, mean and evil. Marvin Gaye had a song called Anger Will Destroy Your Soul. It'll hurt you. When you're angry, it's a vibration, man, that you don't want to have. Anger, fear, uncertainty, all these things produce negative vibration that make you worry and make you sick. Then things come into you and you don't make it. So all these things afflict us because we are Abraham's seed. What J. Hoover was talking about, he wasn't talking out of, he wasn't high off some crack or something. He was talking about what he know to be true, that we are Abraham's seed. That's why he phrased it like that. He said that COINTELPRO said we must stop the rise of a black messiah. Now, if you understand this, you understand what's going on with our young men and women today with these police and why they shooting them and why they picking you as a target. Not because you're a criminal or a thug, because you are a potential messiah to bring the truth and usher the truth into the world. See, look, truth is like light, man. We talked about that with light and sunlight. When the light shine, the devil don't want you to know he's the devil, so he gonna drop it like it's hot, man. And this is what's finna happen. The light, truth is the light, see? Don't nobody wanna say, well, I'm the devil and I sell drugs to your children and I pimp your women and shit and I make sure you're on the bottom. You're not gonna admit that. But the light shining gonna reveal that. So it's a strange thing about darkness. It's called dawn. When dawn comes before the light, darkness is already gone because it's afraid of the light. These same people that's operating in darkness, pretty soon the light finna shine on you. And you'll be revealed. And then the people will know. See, it was an old song about a 50 Minutes of, this is the dawning of the age of... It's talking about certain planets being in a certain position, revealing certain things, allowing us inside to absorb these things called truth. Harmony and understanding. When they talk about a new world order that they got young Negroes saying...
Okay, we're going to pause for a second.
That's it?
No, we're going to take a quick second and let these...
Okay.
Good call.
Well, we can just edit this all out. Once, well, we're still rolling though. As soon as it's clear. Okay, whenever you feel comfortable, you can continue.
Oh yeah, okay, well, we're trying to identify something because like, God said he's not a respecter of persons. But he promised Abraham that when that seed got caught up, that he would come himself to resurrect that seed. He even said in Ezekiel that he would come to the grave and he would speak and we would understand and we would rise from that grave. And he said the world will know I am God when I have done this. So the real identity of God will only be known with the resurrection of the so-called dead. Now in Ecclesiastes it talks about death being permanent and how you can't take nothing with you and it's gone, you might as well forget it. And you don't hear nothing or see nothing, right?
Right.
But here's God talking about you hearing, you in the grave, but you hear and you see him. And he walks amongst you. He said, I will walk amongst you and you will see my face. But you thinking he a spirit and shit. We all spirit. But this is the revelation of God. He said, when I come amongst the dead, that'll be the first thing he do. That's the first thing Jesus said to the Christians. He said, I will find that which is lost. You know, he had 99 sheep, 100 sheep.
Right.
He left the 90 and the 9 to go find that which was lost. Whenever you see a picture of Jesus, he always got a black sheep in his hand and a white sheep. And the white sheep is all looking around and the black sheep is just calm and beautiful. That little black sheep. Black people used to sing about that little black sheep come back home. Little black sheep have been gone too long. So prophecy says that when God found the dead, he will resurrect the dead, and the world would know he is God by the resurrection of the dead. But was he talking about a physical death, or was he talking about a spiritual death?
Good question.
Was he talking about the physical dead, or was he talking about the spiritual dead? There's clues to reveal that answer. If we talking about, you hear it, but when you physically dead, you at rest, and you hear or see nothing. Your physical body is gone, but your spirit goes on. Now, when you sleep at night, your body needs rest, but your spirit don't. It goes on. You be dreaming, wherever you be, you create a whole world for yourself. Your mind and your spirit never need a rest. You don't need to die. Your spirit will never die, but your physical body will perish because it is made of earth. It is made of something physical. But you're not physical more than you are spiritual. So this is a spiritual battle, because the physical battle you cannot win. And the greatest weapon of the spiritual life is love. Even having enough sympathy for your enemy to love him enough to kill him. See, what is killing somebody is making them your friend and your comrade. The truth will set you free, man, up here. See, when the light shines, the devil ain't going to be acting like he was the devil. Drug dealers ain't going to be acting like they were selling drugs. They're going to be like, when the light shines, it wasn't none of me.